Hey guys. Okay, so I have a final assignment for you. So if you're watching this, you've almost completed the entire Emerald training. And so for your very last assignment, I want you to create a like page. Okay, so you're gonna go into obviously in Facebook and you're gonna create a like page. It seems really confusing at first, so I'm gonna give you some tips. When you're signing up for this, you want your name of your like page to be the same name that you have on Facebook, okay? I learned the hard way and I named mine something different. And what I learned was you want people to be able to find you. So if you name your like page something like Marissa's Tasteful Desserts, right? If somebody's searching for your like page, they're not going to find you. Like if they see your name on Facebook and they search it for like pages, they won't find you. So you want to use the same name all across the board, okay? Next tip. When it's going to ask you what you are, it's going to give you a bunch of choices. You are a public figure, okay? So make sure that you click on public figure. Because I was confused about that too when I first made my like page. Next, you're going to create a banner, okay? When you get into your like page and you finally get in there, you're going to create a banner, a Facebook banner. You want it to be nothing that says Beachbody. You don't want it to say Beachbody. You don't want to see Shakeology. We don't want to see a picture of the 21-day fix. We want you. Who are you? Because you are the CEO of your company. You're not the CEO of Beachbody. You're the CEO of your company. And that is your brand, okay? So what is your brand? So for me, for example, I put a picture of me, like a nice headshot picture of me in the middle, and then I put a picture of my 4 kids, and I put a picture of me in like a kind of like in a yoga pose, like a cool yoga pose. So those 3 things show who I am. I'm not saying that that's the perfect thing to do, but that's what I have up there right now. When I started, I had the Beachbody logo on it. I had Beachbody quote, a Beachbody quote. And from what I'm learning in all my research and trainings on this, you are not Beachbody. You are you. So when someone clicks on your page, we're not trying to get them to like you because you sell Shakeology. We want them to get to know who you are just for you. We want them to like you. Okay? So it could be a big turnoff when someone clicks on your page and they see it's very salesy. We don't want it to be salesy. So I want you to make a banner that shows who you are. You can use PicMonkey for this. You could just make it very simple for now. Once we get into another training, I'll do more about PicMonkey, but I can also, what I'll do is I'll post underneath this one of my PicMonkey YouTube videos of how to use it. It's picmonkey.com. Okay, so now you've set up your like page, you put your name in, you're a public figure, and you've created your banner. Now you need to start posting. Okay, so when you start posting on your like page, I want you to post minimum 5 times a day. Okay, so let's think about that. If you post when you first wake up in the morning, whatever time it is, let's say 7 a.m., 6 a.m., okay? Post something, a thought that's going to go on that day, how you're feeling at that moment, whatever happened, maybe you were up all night with your kids. Let everyone know what's going on. You want to make this a reality show of your life. This is not a reality show of Beachbody. This is a reality show of you. Oh, sorry, I just got dark. The sun just went behind a cloud. Oh, that's better. Okay, so this is a reality show of you. So you wake up, let's say 6 o'clock, you do a quick post. Then 10 o'clock comes around, maybe set your phone to like go off. So you remember, oh, I gotta post. I have to post 5 times a day. So set your phone to go off at those times, 10 o'clock, you have a break at work. So that's when you're gonna set your phone to remind you. Post something inspirational, but make it come back to you. Like maybe you'll find something on Pinterest and you find this awesome quote, right? She believed she could, so she did. Okay, one of my favorite quotes. It's on my like page. Okay, it's on my banner. She believed she could, so she did. Here would be a post that I would maybe do. So, like I said, I have a picture of me in a yoga pose. It's called crow, where you're putting your elbows, your knees on your elbows, and your hands are down, and you're balancing. So maybe I just did that in my workout, right? And so I put the quote up, or maybe I'll put the quote on the picture using an app. She believed she could, so she did. Now, instead of just taking the picture from Pinterest that says that, take the quote and relate it to something that's going on in your life, okay? Don't just post the quote. People don't want to see the quote. This is Facebook. They want to see your face, okay? They want to know who you are and why. What did she believe she could do, okay? So let's say I post, she believed she could, so she did, and then I write a little thing about how did my workout today, just finished. I've never been able to hold this pose for longer than 5 seconds. Today I beat my record. I held it for 12 seconds. So awesome. Shows that if you put your mind to it, you can do anything that you believe. Okay, that's my post. I post it. That is so much more personal than just taking a quote from Pinterest and popping it on your page. Okay, you're gonna get a lot more following and a lot more likes with that than you will the other way. Okay, so that happens at 10. Then you get home from work and it's like 4 o'clock, right? And you're so tired. And you have to put the groceries away. And you take a picture of you like this with the groceries all in front of you. And you write something about it. Because that's what's happening in your life. And people want to see it. And then you can say something. Ask a question. It's so key. You want to ask one question every single day on your page because it creates engagement. So you want to say, you're sitting there like this, you have all your groceries like in front of you, it's 4 o'clock, you're exhausted, the kids are running around, and you say, how many people take a nap when they get home from work? Or do you just get dinner? How about this? When you get home from work and you're exhausted, do you just do dinner immediately, or do you take some time for you and relax before you start dinner? There's a question, So you're doing that with your post that you're so tired and all the groceries are sitting there. What should you do? People are going to respond. They're going to tell you what they do. Okay? They're going to like your post. They're going to see that they can relate to you because they come home from work and they're exhausted too. And they don't want to make dinner yet. But some people might say, I just get it out of the way so that way it's done and then it can sit and then I can just heat it up at 6 o'clock when it's time for everybody to eat. Some people might say, when I come home from work, I just change into my clothes and I work out. Maybe some people, play with their kids. Maybe some people take a nap. It all depends on who they are and what their life is. But they're going to tell you. You're going to create engagement. Okay, so that's now your third post of the day. Now your fourth post. Let's say it's around dinner time, right? You take a picture of what's going on. Are your kids screaming? Is nobody eating dinner? You just cooked, for the past hour and now nobody wants to eat it. Like, is your husband cooking for you, giving you a break? Document it. What's going on? Okay, that's your next post. Throw in a Pinterest quote in there. Throw in something. Throw in, You know, like, what are you having for dinner? And how did you make it? Maybe you want to make a quick video. People love videos. They watch them. And if you're making a good meal and you're saying like, this is a great meal for my husband and me and my kids, they all eat it, they all love it. Check out how easy it is to cook. Make a quick 3-minute video. You're going to get tons of views, tons of likes. It's going to go all over Facebook, okay? So that's your 4th post of the day. Now, everybody's in bed. It's time for you to relax, and you're going to post one more time, okay? So something about relaxing, something about what you're going to watch tonight, something about getting my workout in now, okay? You don't want to necessarily talk about Beachbody. You don't want to say Beachbody, Shakeology, 21-day fix, hammer and chisel, autumn calories. You don't want to say those things, but you want to kind of like hint it, like subliminal messages, right? So you want to like let people know that you are working out, right? That it does relate to your life. So people, know that about you, but don't necessarily see it as that you're selling it and you're throwing it in their face, okay? You want to like slowly reel them in, okay? And then that's when you start engaging with them and you become friends with them. And then they're going to see that you're a Beachbody coach and they want to do a program with you. And this is how you're not going to have to be salesy anymore. This is how you're not going to have to go into groups and post and, search for people. This is eventually, when you start, that is what you do. That's what we've been learning. And you need to keep doing that and, expanding your audience and everything. But eventually you're going to move everything to your like page and you're not going to have to work so hard searching for people to sign up with you. You want them to eventually come to you. And by creating this like page, that's what's going to happen. Okay, so I want you to post 5 times a day. I'm working on posting 8 times a day, okay? So major tip would be set your phone so you remember, okay? Make a little checklist every day and cross off each time you post. This is your job, okay? It's not hard to do, and you just have to remember to do it. And you have to put thought into these posts. I like to write my posts out in my notepad on my phone, and that way I can skip lines and make more like paragraphs, and I can really go over exactly what I'm going to write. And then when it's all ready to go, I'll copy and paste it into my like page, and then I'll put my picture that I have with it. You always want to add some type of picture. And remember, it's Facebook, and we want to see your face, okay? Let me just look and see if there's anything else I want to tell you about. Some tips. I have a bunch of stuff written down. Okay, so a couple ideas. I'll give you a couple ideas besides like those posts. One post, a type of post that people really like is when you admit your flaws and you show that you're human. Okay? So let's say, all right, my favorite thing in the whole world, like my cheat is sour watermelon candies. So maybe I would post about that with me, making like a silly face about to pop one in my mouth, and then write about it and say something like, I'm human, these are my favorite things. Sometimes I just have to give in. And then I can ask a question like, what is your cheat? Like, what's your favorite thing that you just can't give up? Okay? And then they'll answer you. They're going to say cheesecake. They're going to say chocolate chip cookies. They're going to say, chips, Doritos. They're going to tell you all these things. And then when they say, let's say they say cheesecake and you love cheesecake too, comment back. Be like, oh my God, I love cheesecake too. It's so hard to say no. When it comes out on the table, Da 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 da. Oh, when my daughter brings home Doritos from lunch, you know, respond to all these things that people are saying, and then you're going to create engagement, and then you're creating more friends, and they are going to be following you, okay? Another one, I said, ask a question, use humor, try to be funny. People like that. They like funny, okay? If it's boring and it's like just facts and stuff, like they're not going to want to follow you. They want to know, they want to see you. They want to see funny stuff. They want to laugh when they read something. You know, make it funny. Like, let's say my kids, I use my kids a lot, okay? That's my life. So, you know, some people use their animals, their dogs. Like, that's like their life. Some people use their husband. Some people will use, you know, their friends from work. It's what your life is. My life is my kids, my 4 kids. So like, let's say I'm changing a diaper and my other kid is trying to go pee-pee on the potty, and then, you know, there's my son pees and she pees and there's just this huge mess. And maybe I would find like a funny picture online about like Irish twins or something, and I would post that with my story of like what just happened. Or my face, maybe I would take a picture of my face and make like a crazy silly face and then explain what just happened. And people will think it's funny. And another tip that you can do that people totally engage in is giving people a choice. Like, for example, let's say I'm wearing this shirt and then I put on another shirt and I say, I am going to my daughter's concert today. I'm trying to look hip. Which shirt would you recommend? And then you have A in your shirt, and then you have B in your shirt. And people are going to totally respond. They're going to say, A, because blah, 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 blah. B, because blah, 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 blah. I've done ones before where I've done 1, 2, 3, and 4, and it was just a simple colored shirt. I was going to be on Good Morning America. I put on 4 different shirts, took a picture. It seriously took me maybe 2 minutes to create this post, put it up, and I got like 200 comments of what people thought. 1, 2, 3, or 4. Okay? So, do that. Create these things, you know? What's for dinner? Chicken nuggets with you in a picture, or pancakes with you in a picture? You know, A or B, something like that. Just come up with these things. They have to be thought out, and you can't just write, you can't just post it. You have to like write it out. Okay, so that is what your very final assignment is, to create this like page, and I want you posting on it minimum 5 times a day. So once your like page is created, you can tag me in it, or send me what you're going to do is you're going to be able to send out invites for people to like your like page. So send it to me, send it to your upline coach, and that way we can start following you and then give you feedback on it. So this is really important. The top coaches who make millions of dollars, they do it with their like pages, okay? Also Instagram, which is a similar thing, but let's focus on like pages. You want people to start coming to you. So everything we learned in Emerald training, you're gonna be doing every day. You're gonna be inviting people. You're gonna be friending people. You're gonna be doing all that. But while that's going on, you're going to start creating this following on your like page. And you want to eventually not have to invite anymore, not have to friend anymore. You want them to seek you out, okay? So final assignment, Emerald training. So I'm going to give you a couple of days to get it set up. And so by next Monday, I want to be tagged in your page, or send me an invite to like your page so I can check out what you guys are doing. And that's it. You guys have done a great job. And next step is diamond training. Bye, guys.